Hanging out, my people. Hanging out. I need to plug this up. Hold on. Let me plug this up before this thing acts silly on me. Here's the thing about Apple. Here's the thing about Apple products. You don't keep them plugged up. Look, stuff will happen. Lonnie, hey, let me give you something good, Lonnie. I was looking for ideas for the noontime show. And I was like, you know what? Let me go back to one of Lonnie's suggestions. Because for those who don't know, I always hit my bricks up and I'm like, okay, what you want me to talk about? What would you like to hear from me? And so today's episode has been inspired by the beautiful Lonnie Evans. So shout out to Lonnie. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure you comment, talk to me, because this is extremely interactive. Because, you know, that's how I like it. Look, that's how I like it. We got Rita up in here, Nicole up here. How's your staycation, Nicole? I done sent Nicole on a staycation. I'm gonna start doing that with y'all. I'm gonna start offering that as and y'all tell me. For the bricks that's on the program. Because I'm gonna start offering staycations as a gift. Because I know y'all can't go a lot of places. So for you know, the folks who stuff is open and nearby cities is open, or even like in the country, you know, because the country is beautiful, to just go somewhere and have a staycation. Look, for the people that's on the program, should I offer a staycation? Should I offer a staycation as a monthly prize for my bricks of the month? Because I spoil y'all because y'all deserve to be spoiled. Look, I always say, look, if you on my program, you know I spoil you weekly. Like, but that's how it's supposed to be. Nicole said I still got my workout in though. Good. I'm getting yeses. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. So I think I'm gonna have to do that. I might just be like, brick of the month. Look, wherever you want to go, enjoy yourself. Cause that's what I do. Let me see. Yeah, cause y'all need some time to yourself. Cause again, look, we building all of this. That's easy, but we still gotta make sure this up here is good. You know, that self-care thing, that's real. That's real. You gotta take it. And look, because a lot of y'all don't take care of yourselves. And that's why I really, really stress you taking care of all of this here. Because again, we got this. That's easy. That right there. Making you sexy is easy. I can do that in my sleep. Like, that's easy. But we got to make sure you good up here. Also, too, look, deal up the hour when you get the Super Stomach Shredder membership before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to make it a BOGO. Make sure you get the membership and not the one time. So go to Kenya Crooks Network. And again, I'm going to make it a BOGO. A buy one, get one free. So because my mission is to help you lose 60 to 100 pounds before 2021. So if you're not on the program, make sure you get on the program because we have the best program on the planet. Like, period. Like, no matter who it is, we better. We produce. Like, hits. We produce. Fine. We produce sexy. And so if you've lost your way, look, I'm going to reel you back in and return you back to Sexyville. That's what we're going to do. Okay? So, look, make sure you get the buy one, get one free. Now, I want to talk about what Lonnie has inspired. So I went back and I looked back to a conversation me and Lonnie had. And one of the topics that she pulled out for me was how to deal with challenges. How to deal with challenges. How many of y'all going through challenges right now? How many of y'all going through challenges right now? You know, maybe you done had some deaths in the family. Maybe you done had some unexpected stuff happen. Maybe you've had some disappointments, some letdowns. Maybe, you know, you just getting out of a relationship. Maybe you had a health scare. You know, maybe things ain't going right for you right now. If that's you, if you got some challenges, say me, coach. That's what I'm talking about. Look, we interactive around here. Okay. I'm about to give you something. And it's something that I'm working on too. So when I talk to you I encourage you, I'm also encouraging myself. Now, and I got to work on it because I'm a hands-on dude. I'm a hands-on dude. So I feel like I got to do everything. But that ain't what you're supposed to do. Now, one of the things that I always tell y'all, always lean on God's promises. If you lean on God's promises, your life will be so much smoother. Your life would just be so much less stressful if you just go back to God's promises. And a lot of people don't know God's promises. But if you leaned on them and you actually looked them up, you'll be like, oh, so that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay. So you ready? This is the first thing you need to do when dealing with challenges of any sort, no matter what it is. First thing you need to do, okay? This is like 1A, 1B. First thing you need to do is understand that everything that you're going through, you're built for. But here's the pretty part right here. This is part B. Know that whatever you're going through, you're built for. And so you've already won even before, you know, this challenge approached you. B, make sure you hand it off. Make sure you hand it off. Let me say it again. When you have a challenge or challenges, make sure you hand it off. Do not hold on to it. Like this bottle. Don't hold on to it. Don't look at it. Don't stress out about it. Just be like, okay, this is what this is. Okay. And as I'm looking at this, I do realize that I have seen this issue and this problem before. This ain't nothing new. A lot of times stuff will just be circling back around because you never dealt with it in the first place. So a lot of times things in your life kind of circles around. So it's kind of like, you know, you're like, God bless me, please bless me with X, Y, Z. And God like, okay, but I need for you to finish this challenge because before I can give this to you, I need for you to pass this test. So it circles back around and you're like, oh, hey, oh, dang, I thought I was going to get a new challenge. I kept praying, I kept petitioning. Okay. But what I'm going to do is, because I do understand that this is a test, instead of me holding on to it and stressing and struggling with it, I'm just going to hand it back on over to God. Here you go. Here you go. I'm going to let you have it. And I ain't going to fool with it because I know that's the answer to that test question. I know that's the answer. So I done passed. I've passed. Let me show you I'm not lying. Let me give you some of my favorite verses. Okay? Because I always lean on God's promises. This is Psalm 55:22, and it says, cast your burden on the Lord, and he shall sustain you. He shall never permit the righteous to be moved. Let me get that last part. He shall never. Look at that word, never. That's a promise. He shall never, which basically means under no circumstances shall God never permit the righteous to be moved. Hand it off. My other verse that I love is Isaiah 41:13. For I, the Lord your God, will hold your right hand, saying to you, fear not, I will help you. But here's the thing. A lot of y'all won't let God help you. A lot of y'all won't let God help you because you always like to hold on to stuff. And even if you hand off stuff, you get fidgety. You hand it off. And then what do? Let me check on that, see if God finished with that. Oh, he ain't finished with it yet. So I want to give it back, but I think I can handle this though. This really don't look all that bad. And I've been kind of struggling with this anyway, so I think I need to be the one to have this anyway. So let me continue to hold on to this issue and this problem. And I do it myself because I can do this on my own, but you hadn't finished it before. You hadn't finished it before, and the issue was still lingering. Hand it off, and this is going to pain you, and this is going to hurt your feelings. But let it stay there until it's done, please. Let it stay there until it's done. See, sometimes I like to say just bump it. See, that's when I know I'm good. I'll just be like, bump it. You have that bump it mentality with everything else but your issue. Sometimes you just got to be like, bump it. And my bump it is a translation to, you know what? I'll just let God handle it. I'll just sit that on over there. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to fool with it because I understand what my mind does. Sometimes your mind will make things bigger than it's supposed to be. So you also got to understand and be true to yourself and be like, okay, I know I have a tendency to make things bigger than what they actually are. Again, that goes back to being mature and understanding yourself. It doesn't make you a bad person, but you got to be true to thine self. And when you true to thine self, you got to be like, okay, these are some of my flaws. This is what I tend to do. Yes, I'm anxious. I could be like Genuine, so anxious. I'm saying, you gotta be honest about your tendencies. I worry. I'm fearful. I have a tendency to bless and block myself by quote unquote doing too much. Yeah, that's me. You got to be honest with yourself. And then you got to move based upon you understanding how you are. But here's the other part right here, because we done talked about 1A, 1B. But this is the second thing I need for you to do, okay? And this is how we deal with challenges, okay? Number 2, look at your past wins and your past successes. That's why I get on y'all all the time about celebrating yourself when you do stuff, because you're going to have to repackage that stuff down the line. Let me say it again. You're going to have to repackage your wins down the line. That's why you have to celebrate your wins when it happens. And that's why you have to keep score with yourself. You got to keep score. A lot of y'all don't acknowledge when you do great things because you brush it off as it's really not a big deal, but it is. And when you understand and you acknowledge your wins, then when that little doubt thing pops up in your head, then you can use your past stuff to serve you in your current situations. You can use past wins. It's like, dang, well, okay, I'm currently going through this right now, but you know what? I've been through worse. Matter of fact, I've defeated worse. Then that's when you start going back to your past stuff and you start thinking about those bad relationships that you was in, that you cried over, that you didn't know how you was going to get out of because you felt bound by it and you didn't feel like you had control, and then God released you from the relationship and now you're happy all of the day. You probably have lost a home. You probably done had some cars repoed. You probably done had some people who disappointed you, let you down, cheat on you, talk behind your back. You probably had some people who poisoned your dreams and your aspirations, but look at you, you still here. Out of all of the stuff that you've been through that you were able to bounce back from, you're still here. You're still accomplishing. You're still achieving. You're still pressing toward the mark regardless. That should be commended, not overlooked or just seen as a minor footnote. I'm just saying, you've had some amazing stuff trying to kill you and try to take you out. There was probably times, in your life when you doubted your sanity. You probably have been depressed more than once. But look at you. Still here. You still present. You at the age that you're at right now, you still want more. You still want to improve. You still dream. And the things that were supposed to kill you couldn't. That's that part you really got to pay attention to. So when you go back and you look over your life and you look at your past experiences, at some point, you got to say, and this is when you got to get a little bit arrogant in God. Sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? That God in me is strong. Man, that God in me is strong. We have taken some major body blows. We have taken some major L's, but yet we keep getting back up every single time. Things that would have killed other people couldn't kill you. Again, the things that were supposed to take you out couldn't. You still moving. You still pressing. Look, if you want to come on and talk to me, let me throw this link up. If you want to come on, I just posted a restream. So if you want to come on up and you want to talk to me, I've thrown the link up for you. So if you want to come on and talk to me, come on. But yeah, so continue. Look, and here's the thing too. Okay, before I let you go, it's about perspective. You got, and I say this all the time, you got to change how you look at stuff. I mean, because if you're like, I can't believe this is happening to me. Why this happening to me? What a day, Lord. Why this gotta happen? Change how you look at it. Because again, what if it's just a test? Ever think about that? What if the stuff you're currently going through, what if it's just a test? Because again, you're always asking for stuff. You're always petitioning for stuff. What if that's your test to get your stuff? What if the stuff that's scaring you right now to attempt to try to do, what if that's the key that unlocks everything you've always wanted? What if that one thing, if you decide to do and stretch past yourself, what if that one thing is that one thing that gets you your reward? You ever thought about that? So maybe God want to see how you handle that blown motor. Maybe God want to see how you act when you 2 payments behind. And you know what happens on that third. Because a lot of times you're just being put to the fire. So what if you can prove yourself worthy and you just say, you know what? This is a challenge and I'm going to accept it and I'm going to get a reward for it because I'm proving myself worthy. Again, this is just a test. Isn't that what they used to do on the radio? This is just a test. Or on TV, this is just a test of the emergency broadcast system. What if that is how your life is playing out right now? People in your life having health issues. But you the one who step up and you taking control and you showing leadership and you ain't folding up and you handling things courageously and valiantly. God, like, you know what? I believe I can trust Sharita with all the stuff she's been asking me for. You know what? Liz is really doing her thing down now. So the things that she's been asking for, you know what? I'm gonna give it to her because she can handle it. The things that Sabrina has been struggling with, she hadn't complained. She has gone through it like a trooper. You know what? I think I can trust her with some stuff. I think she's proven herself worthy. Lonnie has been through, came out. You know what? I think I can trust her with the big stuff because she's handled the small stuff courageously. She's handled the mid-range stuff courageously. So I think based upon her record, because everybody always look at your record. I think based upon her record, her track record, I think I can trust her with some stuff. The bigger stuff because she's done the small, done the mid-range stuff. So I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to trust her with it because I can now because she's proven herself worthy. Let me say it again. It's all about perspective. If you can handle a little bit, you can gain a lot of bit. Who I got with me?
Hey, Coach, it's Janelle. How are you?
Hey, my dear. Let me ask you something. Challenges. How do you handle challenges?
It depends on what the challenge is because there are some days where it's okay. There are other days when it's pretty bad. And I'm good at talking to people through things that they're going through. Mm-hmm. Last week was a really bad week for me. I had challenges on the job. It was like my boss called me and was micromanaging things. And I was so frustrated because it's like I felt like I couldn't do anything right. And everything was going wrong. And even with some of the health issues that I've had, because I started the program doing good, losing the weight and everything. And then remember, I failed. I had a knee injury, ended up with a back injury. I've been getting steroid shots, cortisone shots. I had to get cortisone shots in my knees last week. So it's even trying to get out. And I forced myself to go out and make sure I get my steps in. And then yesterday it was yesterday. So me and my male friend had a little disagreement. Okay. And I was at the Y. I was running on the treadmill and doing all that other stuff. I got so mad that yesterday I walked just at the park and I must have walked for about an hour and a half, just thinking about all the things that are going on and just like I'm like, I know this is a test. I can get through it. There are some tests that you feel like you can get through. Then when the others come and it's just like one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other, and you just want to scream.
Can I give you something good?
Yes.
Because you sound like a person I like to call a lumper. And basically what that is you tend to lump everything on top of everything to where it's huge and colossal. Now, let me ask you this. What would it look like if instead of just clumping things on top of it, what if we were to segment it out and we were to say, okay, this is job stuff. Okay, let's handle this. Boom, this is relationship stuff. Let's handle this. We're going to make everything separate. Workout stuff. We're going to make it separate versus you trying to clump everything together and getting frustrated. Would that not help you if you did that?
Yes, it would. But I have a hard time trying to distinguish the two sometimes because it seems like when one thing happens, the other thing happens. And at that point, your frustration level goes up and you're like, why me?
Okay, stop. You got to take your emotions out of it. That's
it.
Because you're being ran by your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get ran by your emotions, you become frustrated. You become frustrated because you think you don't have the answers, but you do.
That's true.
There's nothing that happens on your job that you don't know how to do, correct? You got to do everything, correct?
Correct.
So why you doubting work? Why you feeling a certain way about work? Because in your mind you feel like you don't have the answers, but you've always had it. How long have you been at your job?
21 years.
Okay. Let me stare at you for a little bit. You've been at your job 21 years.
Yep.
There's no new problems when you've been on the job for 21 years. So you're fully capable to handle anything that's on your job. 21 years. If the amount of years you've been on the job was a person, it would be a kid who had just graduated college at 21. That would be the person. Yeah. If 21 years were a person, it would be a college graduate.
Right.
Okay. Take your feelings out of it and ask one good question. What is this trying to show me? What is this trying to teach me? Versus getting frustrated. When you can start asking better questions like that, you'll get better answers, and then you'll start looking at your life and your situations different. What is it trying to teach me? What is this argument with boyfriend trying to teach me? What is this situation with me being micromanaged trying to teach me? What is me trying to work out through trying to teach me? So let me ask you, with your work situation, and we'll go down the line. What is your work situation? Looking at it through a different lens, taking the emotions out of it. What is your work situation trying to teach you?
Well, I'll put it like this. This is what my supervisor said, that she wanted me to show more, take responsibility, take ownership.
Okay.
And so when
Stop. What would happen if you took more ownership? Would there be an opportunity, do you think, down the line, if you master that skill, to take your life and your career to a different level if you mastered those things?
Yes. But, when I did take ownership of certain things, you get perceived as being bossy, pushy, so I pulled back a little bit.
Don't pull back. Because if somebody's telling you, this is what I need from you, that's just like me saying, I need for you to run 3 miles today. That's what I need from you.
Right.
And so if you run 3 miles, then you get in better shape, you get in better health, you start looking better, and you get promoted. It's no different than your job. if she tells you what she needs, by you being, a faithful worker and doing things that you're supposed to do, even if she doesn't promote you, God is going to promote you.
Right.
The promotion isn't in the person. The promotion is within God.
True.
Being obedient. Okay? Let's go to the boo thing. Let's go to the boyfriend. What is that? What is it trying to show you? How is that situation trying to mold you?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that situation because I'm still trying to figure out certain things. His thing is being that we're in two different states right now.
Okay.
And he wants me to be home before it gets dark because he says he's concerned about, me being out on the road by myself because when I go visit my family, they're like 45, 50 miles away. So, and it's called submission. And I told him, I said, it's how you say those things.
Okay, stop. Can I see your left hand, please?
Nothing on it.
No, show it to the. Okay. Now, I have this rule as a man. I can't tell you what to do if I ain't paying for you.
Right.
I'm country. I'm old school. I can't be making demands like I'm the husband if I'm only the boyfriend.
True.
So you can't be giving husband privileges to somebody who just barely making it as your boyfriend.
True.
Because again, submission is a marriage thing.
Right.
Well, let me see your left hand again, please. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there ain't nothing on it. So you can't be giving husband privileges to boyfriends. So when he puts something on your hand, then y'all can have that discussion. But until then, ain't nobody need to be telling nobody nothing.
That's true.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. That's what's up. Well, I love you. And look,
love you too, Coach.
Thank you for hanging out with me, dear.
Well, thank you.
That's what's up. My girl, Janelle. So that's what's up. So let me break out on y'all. But come see me tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, let's keep working on those challenges and let's change how we look at challenges. Deal? Let's change how we look at challenges. Who I got with me? Who trying to talk to me? Hold on. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, my name's Kenya. Hey, Kenya. Hey, Coach.
Hey, namesake. What's happening?
Hey.
Hey.
I used to have a lot of people with that name. Hey, Coach.
Say what, man? Say what, baby?
It's a lot of beautiful people with that name.
Look, I'm telling you, look, they can't stop us. Now, question of the day. Let me ask you the struggle part of challenges in your life, okay? What do you struggle with when stuff happens to you?
I think sometimes I can lump things together.
You're a lump too, huh?
Sometimes I can lump things together, but I think sometimes I feel alone, if that makes sense. And I've been a person that's always kind of taking care of things, but now I'm feeling kind of like, where's this person or that person or this situation or that situation that I invested time in? And I'm not talking about romantic, right. I'm talking about
family,
blood, family, people older than me. And I always kind of been the younger one and always kind of helped other people out. And so sometimes when I get into a challenge, it feels like, well, dang, it would be nice if I got a little bit of reciprocity.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Are you a natural overgiver?
Yeah, I have to reel that in. 2020 was the year of reeling that back in. But it's been many years of me doing it. Yeah.
And that's what they've gotten used to. So much so you've made that your identity with other people. So it's kind of like they view you as the go-to person who, no matter what, you're always going to come through because you're a fixer. But here's the thing about being a fixer. When it's time for you to be fixed, ain't nobody around to help you get fixed.
And ain't no tools. I have to be. Yes, I'm just signifying with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you have to do is you gotta start making people earn you. Cause you give away too much too soon. And you give away too much too long. So people don't appreciate what you give to them because now you spoiled them, so they expect it. But who's filling you up? And that's the problem. Because again, you're always helping, you always filling people up. You're always you're always pouring into other people. But see, the same people that you pour into, it's two things. Either they refuse to pour back into you, or they feel like, she don't need any pouring because she's the pourer. Yeah. And
I'm talking about my immediate family. Mother, father, brother. I'm talking about my immediate family.
And those are the ones who get you. Those are the ones.
Yeah. They have said it out their mouth. We don't worry about you. We don't worry about you. And I think more so it's about me being a little bit more disciplined with myself. And and stop that conversation that, if this person is not there, then I don't have enough strength, because the amount of strength that I can find to do some of the things that I have done for other people, if I sit back and really put it on my stuff, I would be a man.
Let me ask you this. If your immediate family were friends, would you keep them based upon how they treated you? Be honest.
I already knew that was going. No, look, hell to the no. I got first cousins that I'm just like, I'll see you on the next one. And I don't love them any less, but because I don't have time.
Can I give you a challenge? Stop giving people a pass to treat you wrong. Because just because somebody shares your last name, or they gave birth to you, or they've supported you from 0 to 18, it doesn't give them the green light or a pass to treat you wrong. Because, like I always say, when you have family, who needs haters or enemies? I'm just saying, because sometimes the people who got your last name, who have known you for a long period of time, they treat you worse than any hater would. So can we agree that, A, you're going to stop giving people passes to treat you wrong? Because, again, you are exquisite. You are one of a kind. You're not everyday. You're not average. Again, you are who you are, and you should be treated, to the highest standard, regardless of who it is. No free passes. Can we agree?
No free passes. Agreed.
No more free passes, because again, you're letting the people that's closest to you kill you. You're literally letting them kill you. So let's back up off of that. Can we agree?
Okay. We agree.
Yeah.
But what do I? So now, what about me?
Okay, this is what you gotta do. You're gonna have to recharge your own battery, because you've let people drain you. You ever just have batteries sitting in some stuff, and it just, people use it all the time, and then before you know it, the batteries are dead. Okay, you're leaving it up to other people. You're leaving it up to other people to charge your batteries when that's your responsibility. You gotta take better care of you too. Versus trying to save everybody else and running yourself ragged and running yourself thin. You gotta start taking responsibility for yourself and be like, you know what? I have let these people use and abuse me all this time. I need to create some boundaries. I need to step back and I need to take care of me for a minute. If they don't understand, that's on them. But my first obligation is to my own mental health. Because these folks have tried to take it away from me. All because they felt entitled to it, in which they don't. So this is when I look at you and I say, okay, this is what I'm expecting from you. I need for you to separate, step back, recharge your battery. You know, everything that's been taken from you mentally, I need for you to recharge and I need for you to snatch that thing back. I need for you to get your power back because you keep giving your power away to people. You keep distributing power to people who don't even have power outside of you. Take your power back. That's what I need from you. Can we work on that for the next 30 days?
Yeah.
Because you're worth it and you deserve it and you need it. Y'all can see it all up in your face. You look like a person who has been used up. Like you ain't got nothing left for yourself because you've given so much over the years. And now it's time for you to become selfish. And it's time to replenish you. And I'm holding you to the fire to do that for yourself. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Look, next 30 days. Next 30 days. I'm looking for it. And do me a favor too, we'll take it a step further. Email me and we'll start day one. And anybody who's watching this, you can do this too. Email me at kenyacrooks@gmail.com and you can label it each day, like day 1, day 2, day 3. And this is for everybody who's watching also. Day 1, day 2, for next 30 days, for each day. Boom. Tell me some stuff that you've done to recharge yourself, to replenish yourself. Some of the stuff that you pledged to stay away from, the conversations. Because again, the conversations can mess you up here too, because people will down you and always keep you in a place of remembrance. So it's kind of like you've grown with everybody else, but when you get around your parents or you get around, family members, they try to reduce you to like the 8-year-old you or the 12-year-old you, even though you've outgrown all of that. Mm-hmm. So protect your portals, the things that you listen to, because again, people always try to bring you mess because they don't want you to grow, because again, they want to keep you where you are. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to need for you to email me and let me know how you doing with it.
I have a question.
Sure.
One, I'm a social worker by profession.
Mm-hmm.
Help with trauma, help with substance abuse, help with mental abuse, lots of different support.
Uh-huh.
Flip side, blood family got issues.
Okay.
Medical issues, substance abuse issues, mental health issues. So sometimes that's the challenge because it's my profession, it's my heart. How do I turn off? You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, you just said something though that stuck with me. You said that's your profession. Okay. At some point, you have to turn your profession off because then you just work all the time. So if you work all the time, so if you were constantly working 24/7 in your profession, somebody gonna miss out on something because you ain't gonna have it all the time because you're always on.
Yeah.
You're always on, and if I were to turn my TV on and just keep it on all the time, my TV is not gonna work after a while. If I were to turn my car on and just left it running, it's gonna flatline.
That's clear.
Yeah, because I done ran out of gas. And if you're not careful, that's what's gonna happen to you. You're
That's
going to
right.
run out of gas. Yeah, because you're always on.
Got it.
Learn how to turn that off. Matter of fact, grab your phone. Grab your phone.
I'm on my phone right now.
Huh?
I'm on my phone.
Okay, well, do me a favor once you get off. At 5 o'clock or at 6 o'clock, set the alarm. Like you set the alarm to wake up.
Right.
Set the alarm to turn yourself off. I'm off at 5 o'clock. I'm off at 6. I'm no longer operating in my profession. I'm no longer operating in my gift. If you need help with anything, feel free to call somebody else who's in my matter of fact, I'll give you a few numbers that you can use. If you normally would come to me with some stuff, I'll refer you to some other people who can help you. But at 5 or at 6 o'clock, I am officially off.
That's good. This is good.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So turn yourself off. So when you on, you pop it versus just giving away crumbs to people because you ain't got nothing. You can't give stuff to people you ain't got. So can we turn you off? Can we turn you off? Look, that's going to be part of the 30-day challenge too. Turn yourself off.
Yes.
Deal?
Got you, Coach.
Deal?
Yes.
That's my girl.
That was good.
Thank you. Well, look, I look forward to seeing your email. So hit me up.
I got you.
That's what's up. Love you. Much love to
Love
you.
you too.
Look, and protect yourself. That's my girl. That's what's up. So let me bounce up out of here. But I'll see y'all this evening. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And I'll see y'all tonight. Let's work abs. Let's work love handles. And if you have a problem with always being on, turn yourself off. Shut yourself down at a certain time. Learn how to shut yourself down. Again, you don't owe everybody. Let me say it again. You don't owe everybody. Stop giving yourself away. Just saying. And just because somebody shares your same last name, don't give them permission to dog you, take advantage of you, and to use you up. No, we ain't doing it. So that's what's up. Love y'all. See y'all this evening.